When the tide of war turned against the DoW, they faced attack in their stronghold in the city of Asharis, renamed Tash'n by the aliens. The aliens were well entrenched, however, and ready to mount a vigorous defense. Shas Okais, the DoW military leader, made his headquarters in a mighty citadel in the city's center, forcing attackers to wend their way through the tight city streets, exposed to sniper fire and ambushes. Outlying bases in different quarters of the city supported his strategy, with Crute warriors and powerful armored units harassing attackers even further. The DoW's only strategic vulnerability was Unity Plaza, the city's main public space. A sophisticated communications tower there could potentially be used by an attacker to expose the stealth units positioned across the city. Okais knew, however, that his attacker's ultimate objective would be assassination, not conquest. Onel Shiorez, a member of the mysterious ethereal caste, led the DoW forces from the citadel in Tash'n. Were he to die, DoW forces would crumble. But as long as the ethereal lived, the DoW would defend Tash'n against all comers.
Okais, are the troops ready?
Yes, Ornell. The Earth Caste is completing construction of the Montkar command post. Our armored units are ready to deliver the killing blow.
And our Crute allies?
Also ready, Ornell. The Kayun command post in the city's Crute quarter is prepared, and the Shapers have readied the finest of their warriors. Stealth teams are taking position across the city, ready to strike where the enemy is weak. And Crute packs will defend the streets and meet the enemy head on.
Excellent, Commander. Patch me through to the troops, please.
Soldiers of the Fire Caste, Crute and Vespid allies, today we stand as a bulwark against the selfish, the soulless, and the mad. Today, we must drive back our enemies from our city and from our world. Today, more than ever before, we fight for the greater good, and we will triumph!
At your command. Heresy grows from idleness. At your command.
Follow me into battle.
Your Emperor does not rule here, human.
The Emperor rules all, alien.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 to initiate it.
At last, back to war. What's your order?
Land speeder ready for battle. Land speeder here.
The area is secure.
I await your instructions.
Taking heavy fire.
I will do as you ask.
Yes, my lord.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
What's your order?
Faith is purest when it is unquestioned.
We shall cleanse. A moment of laxity spawns a lifetime of heresy. Your will. By his glorious name.
Yes, my lord.
Your will.
Pick your targets.
For the Emperor!
Protects.
Direct us.
The Emperor's finest.
Command post.
Close.
Report.
Vodka command post online, Shazo. Crisis suits ready for combat.
The Kion post is safe in the crew quarter.
Faith is our shield.
We will defend it, Commander.
Excellent.
Here to
Send
serve.
strike teams at the enemy,
Initializing
but
build
protect
protocol.
your positions.
Moving out. We stand ready.
It is better to
Walk
die for
softly
the
and
Emperor
carry a
than
big
for
gun.
Under
yourself.
fire.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Faith is our shield. Weapons at ready. It is time. Faith is our shield.
Here to serve. Initializing build protocol.
Walk softly and
Faith
carry a
is
big
purest
gun.
when it is unquestioning.
I await your instructions. Yes, Lord? As you wish.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
Here to serve. Here to serve. I will do as you ask. Here to serve. As you wish. I await your instructions. Yes, most beneficent one.
Taking
Our
haste.
duty calls.
Team leaders, engage the
Awaiting
enemy.
orders. Orders received.
Beware the alien, the
We
mutant,
stand ready.
the heretic.
Make every shot count. Don't let the prey get away.
Where do you need us most?
Stay here tonight, Faith. We stand ready.
My faith is my shield. Agreed. By my command, attack! I shall not fail. Faith and duty.
I await your instructions. I will do as you ask. Here to serve. Here to serve. Here to serve. I await your instructions. Build routine selection 1 initiated. Yes, Lord.
Apothecary ready.
Leaders, engage the enemy!
We await your command. Make way!
Pick your targets!
Direct us to the enemy. Onward to glory! Ever vigilant.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Praise the Emperor. Faith and duty.
My powers are yours to command. Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Terminators striking.
I am the Emperor. By the Emperor it shall be manifest. By the Emperor it shall be so. Your wise counsel belies your years.
We stand ready.
Terminators ready.
I accept the challenge. By the Emperor it shall be so. Again. My faith is my shield. I accept the challenge.
Ever vigilant. How can I serve? The enemy is
Strike
attacking!
teams, choose your targets
What is your
and
order?
attack!
What are your needs? Under fire!
Hurry up! There's no...
The Emperor protects.
Venerate the immortal Emperor. I can sense the enemy.
By the Emperor it shall be. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. I accept the challenge.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well. Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Today the enemy shall
Venerate the immortal Emperor. Through discipline, we prevail. Through discipline, we prevail. At your command. Through discipline, we prevail.
Return fire.
I shall never tire.
Praise the Emperor.
By the Emperor it shall be
On
so.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
The enemy is attacking!
Beware the alien, the mutant.
I stand
For the
ready.
greater good!
None can stand before us. Fear not, sight.
By the Emperor it shall
There is
be
no such
so.
thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. There is no such thing as innocence.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Your wise counsel
He who
belies
stands with
your
me shall be
years.
my brother. Confirm.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Faith is purest when
My
it is
faith is my
unquestioning. Difficult, to be sure.
Beware the alien,
But it
the
shall
mutant,
be done.
the heretic. For terror, we shall know no fear. We are united.
Your wise
This day
counsel
shall be a
belies
glorious
your
one
years.
for the Imperium. For the Emperor. I shall not
The
fail.
enemy is attacking!
We are united in service. Confirm. We are united in service.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioned.
Taking heavy
Team
fire!
leaders,
shall not
engage
falter.
the enemy!
The Emperor's finest reporting.
I await your instructions. I shall obey.
My faith is my shield.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
The enemy is attacking!
Take fire!
At your command, through discipline, we prevail. Mind over matter. Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose? Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation. I shall never tire.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath,
Faith
there
is
can be
purest
no
when it is
peace.
unquestioning.
Hope is the first step on the road to
Eliminating
What would you
disappointment.
have me do?
I have awoken.
Faith is purest when it is
My
unquestioning.
knowledge is at your disposal. At your command.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
I await your instructions. I shall obey.
At last, back to war. At your command.
What would you have me do?
Apothecary here. Position secure.
Here to serve with all due
While the
haste.
enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Praise the Emperor. What would you have me do?
Venerate the immortal
I
Emperor.
accept the challenge. Break the enemy line!
By my command, attack!
Taking hits.
I accept the challenge.
Praise the Emperor.
Difficult, to be sure, but it shall be done. I shall rally the troops to your
Get
cause.
away!
May you lead us to victory. Difficult, to be sure, but it shall be done.
There's not much left.
May you lead us to victory.
Is my shield.
Open fire!
Your wise counsel belies your years.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
I accept the challenge.
Taking heavy fire.
Strike
I stand
teams,
ready.
choose your targets and attack.
My faith is my
How
shield.
can I serve? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. We are the Emperor's chosen. Awaiting orders.
While the enemies of
Under
the
fire,
Emperor still
sir.
draw breath, there can be no peace.
Heresy grows from idleness. How can I serve?
Yes, Lord?
Praise the Emperor. My aim shall not falter. Follow me into battle. By my command, attack!
The Emperor's finest reporting.
Orders we stand ready. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Awaiting orders. The fallen shall be
On
forever
alert,
remembered
brothers. The
as
enemy
the
must be
Emperor's
nearby.
finest.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Time to feed, little ones.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Taking heavy fire.
Space Marines, advance!
At last, back to war. Faith is eternal.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
What are your needs?
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. For the glory of the Emperor, faith and duty. For terror, agree. Confirmed. For the glory of the Emperor. For the glory of the Emperor protects.
Apothecary here.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Beware the alien.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
Concentrate fire!
Your wise counsel belies your years. Redeem them with sword
It's
and
the first step
fire!
on the road to disappointment.
I have awoken.
Here to serve. I exist to
The
serve.
fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
My knowledge is at your
Faith is
disposal.
purest when it is unquestioned.
Concentrate fire!
May you lead us to victory. Redeem them with sword and fire!
For the
Only
greater
war
good!
faith is purest when it is unquestioned.
Keep firing! Keep firing!
Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
Apothecary here.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. My knowledge is at your disposal.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
The fallen shall be
Venerate
forever
the
remembered
immortal
as the
Emperor.
Emperor's finest.
I command in the name of the
Difficult,
Emperor.
to be sure.
While
But
the
it
enemies
shall
of the
be
Emperor
done.
still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioning. Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
The enemy is attacking!
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and
Today the
unguarded.
enemy shall know fear.
How can I serve?
I accept the challenge. I shall rally the troops to your cause. Redeem them
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Knowledge is power.
I am the Emperor's will made manifest. The challenge.
Yes, Lord. Initializing build protocol.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioned. I accept the challenge.
Fear not, Psycho.
I accept the challenge.
There is no such thing as innocence.
I accept the challenge. My brothers, we are together again!
Yes, my lord.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Apothecary here.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
My aim shall not falter when it is unquestioning. Bless the mind too
There is
small.
no such thing as innocence.
Praise the Emperor.
Only degrees of guilt.
Marine squad deployed.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Yes, Lord. As you wish.
We stand ready. Faith is our shield. Marine squad deployed. Fear denies faith. The battlefield awaits. Awaiting orders. We are the Emperor's chosen. What's your order? Fear denies faith. Heresy grows from idleness. Ever vigilant. Take your command.
This day shall be a glorious one for the
Strike
Imperium.
teams, choose your
For
targets and attack.
For Terra. The Emperor protects.
Keep firing, keep firing.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Faith is pure.
He who stands with you shall be my brother. Today the enemy shall know fear.
By the Emperor it shall be so. Faith is purest when it is unquestioned. I accept the challenge. By the Emperor it shall be so. Your wise counsel belies your years. Faith is purest when it is unquestioned.
Today the enemy shall know fear. This day shall be a
Faith
glorious
is
one for
purest
the
when it is
Imperium.
unquestioning.
The fallen shall be forever remembered
Walk
as the
softly
Emperor's
and carry a
finest.
big gun. Space Marines, advance!
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. Through discipline, we prevail. Venerate the immortal Emperor. Fear not the Psycho.
Follow me into battle!
Cut them down.
By the Emperor it shall be so. Drive them back! By the Emperor it
Praise the
shall be so.
Faith is eternal.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. I stand ready.
Looks like we're in for a fight.
I am the instrument of his
Knowledge is
will.
power. Fight at will.
Under fire!
My faith is
Motion is the first step on the road to disappointment. Through the destruction of our enemies, we earn our salvation.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
Apothecary,
For the
ever
greater
vigilant.
good!
Direct us to the enemy. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Apothecary here. Direct us to the enemy.
Here to serve.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Eat plasma fire!
Here to serve.
Apothecary here. Faith is our shield. What are your needs?
I am the instrument of his will.
They're in the quarter. The Kion command post is gone.
Your instructions.
Do not surrender to despair. We have many forces left yet.
Our faith holds.
I am the instrument of his will.
Fear not the Psyker.
We stand ready.
Kill what you can.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
My aim shall not falter!
I am ready to
Your
serve
wise
again.
counsel belies your years.
I am ready to serve again.
What is your will? I await your
All
instructions.
guns!
What is your will? Yes, Lord?
I'd rather go back to war. Where do you need us most?
I await your instructions.
Taking
Yes,
damage.
Lord?
For the Emperor!
They catapult.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord?
Even in death I still serve.
I await your instructions.
Eliminating targets. Fire all guns.
I am the instrument
I
of his
await
will.
your instructions.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Faith is eternal. Burn, heretic!
Here to serve. Here to serve.
Taking heavy fire.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
By the Emperor it shall
There is
be
no
so.
such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
The Emperor protects. For the Emperor.
I accept the challenge.
Looks
like we're in for a fight.
Drive! Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
Knowledge is power.
Your wise counsel belies your
Walk
years.
softly, then carry a big gun.
Under fire!
There is no such thing as innocence.
Faith is
Only
purest when it is unquestioning.
We're in for a fight.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Faith is purest when
An
it is
open mind is like a
unquestioning.
fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
On alert, brothers.
I
The enemy
stand
must be
ready.
nearby.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose?
I accept the
Even
challenge.
in death I still serve.
Today the enemy shall know fear. Space Marines,
My
advance!
knowledge is at your disposal.
Today the enemy shall know fear. Agreed.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Brothers, we have located their communications tower. Take it to the chapter!
Fear not, sight.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Keep firing.
This
keep
day
firing.
shall be a glorious one for the
Keep
Imperium.
firing, keep firing.
By the Emperor it shall be so. May the Emperor
Marine squad
watch
deployed.
over us all! Your wise counsel belies your years. I accept the challenge. I accept the challenge. Difficult, to be sure,
I
but
have
it shall
awoken.
be done.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
I accept the challenge.
Marine squad deployed.
My knowledge is at your disposal. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Even in death I still serve.
Ever vigilant.
I have awoken.
My knowledge is at your
The
disposal.
enemy is attacking.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
My faith is my shield. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Faith and
I have
duty.
awoken.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Firing.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Even in death I still serve. At last, back to war. I am ready. I have awoken again.
Can't do what you can see.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
I am ready to serve. Again. By his word. I will purge the even in death I still serve.
Today the enemy shall
Taking
know
heavy
fear.
fire.
For the Emperor. While the enemies of the
An open
Emperor
mind
still
is
draw
like a
breath, there
fortress
can be
with
no
its gates
peace.
unbarred and unguarded.
The enemy has taken the Unity Plaza communications array. Team Sigma, they are targeting the array to disrupt your stealth fields. Fall back.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and
Even
unguarded.
in death I still
I
serve.
accept the
Taking
challenge.
heavy fire.
Strike teams, choose
This
your
day
targets
shall be a
and
glorious one for the
attack.
Imperium. Confirm. My aim shall not
My
falter.
knowledge is at your disposal. My knowledge is at your disposal.
Your wise
Hope
counsel
is the first
belies
step
your
on the road
years.
to disappointment.
I am
This
the
day shall be a
Emperor's will
glorious one
made
for the Imperium.
manifest.
Agreed. Follow me into battle.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
My faith is my shield.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord. I exist to serve.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
The enemy is attacking!
Here to serve.
I have awoken.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Get away.
What is your will?
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I am the instrument of his will.
The battlefield awaits.
Command me. All who oppose
Venerate the immortal
I
Emperor.
have awoken. Even in death I still serve. Where you need us most, by his glorious name. I am the instrument of his will.
Under fire! The enemy is attacking!
Make way, by his glorious name. You wait for my capture.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Fear not the Psycho.
Strike teams Delta and Gamma, go!
There is no such
And
thing as
Faith
innocence.
is purest when it
Only
is
degrees of guilt.
unquestioning.
Space Marines, the Emperor protects.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
By the Emperor it shall be so. Faith is purest when it is
Knowledge is power.
unquestioning.
Hide it well.
Command me. I have waited
Taking
long
heavy
for
fire.
this day.
What are your needs?
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
How can I serve?
There is no such thing as innocence. Only degrees of guilt.
Taking damage!
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Under fire!
Your wise counsel belies your years.
I have awoken. At last, back to war. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
There is no such thing as innocence. Only degrees
Your
of
wise counsel belies your years. May you lead us
I
to
have
victory.
awoken.
May the
guilt. The
Emperor
first
watch
step
over
on the
us
road to
all.
disappointment. I serve. At your command.
Can't kill what you can't see.
At your command was the first step on the road to disappointment.
Even in death I still serve. I have awoken.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Taking heavy fire!
Follow me into battle.
Under fire!
I am ready to serve. Again.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. At once.
I have awoken.
Fear not the Psycho. Knowledge is power.
The fallen shall be forever remembered
when it is
as the Emperor's
unquestioned.
finest.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
There is no such thing as innocence. Only degrees of
You're strong. It'll be good to have that strength.
Taking heavy fire!
fear not the sight.
I have awoken.
Fear not the sight.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
We shall cleanse.
The enemy is attacking. Taking damage.
Your will. Where do you need us most?
Eliminating targets.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
I command. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no
I have awoken.
Your wise counsel belies your ears.
I am the instrument of his will.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
Terminators ready.
I accept the challenge.
Taking heavy fire.
Don't let them get away.
I am the Emperor's will made manifest.
shall move.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
The mutant. My aim shall not falter. My aim shall not falter.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
My powers are yours to command.
At last, back to war.
I await your instructions.
Walk softly and all begun.
Your will, I have awoken.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Command me. Burn, heretic.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
We await your command.
Follow me into battle.
Your will, we shall cleanse. Your will,
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
There is no such thing as innocence. Only degrees of guilt.
I am ready to serve. Again. We await your command.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
I accept the challenge.
Looks like we're in for a fight. The enemy has overwhelmed us.
By the
The
Emperor it
Lockout
shall
command post
be
has
so.
fallen.
Take heart, fire warriors. The greater good shall prevail.
Your wise counsel belies your years. May the Emperor watch over us all. Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Taking damage.
Space Marines, advance!
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Yes, most beneficent one, with all due haste, here to serve.
Faith is our shield. Cleanse.
I
Purge.
await your
Kill.
instructions. Build routine 721 initiated. What is
I
your
am ready
will?
to serve. Again.
Direct us to the enemy.
The area is secure.
What is your will? Yes, Lord?
An open mind is like a
The fallen
fortress with
shall be
its gates
forever
unbarred
remembered
and
as the
unguarded.
Emperor's finest.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
My aim shall
I
not
am
falter!
ready to serve. Again.
Fear not the Psycho.
Taking hits!
There is no such thing as innocence.
Your
Only
wise
degrees of
counsel belies your years.
My aim shall not falter! Space Marines, advance!
I stand ready. I shall never tire. Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose? At your command.
Taking
By the
hits!
Emperor it shall be so.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. For the Emperor. For Terra. Follow my lead.
I accept the challenge.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be
purest when
nearby.
it is unquestioned.
There is no such thing as innocence. Only degrees of guilt.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Your wise counsel belies your years. Your wise counsel belies your years.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
An enemy is attacking!
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Faith and duty. I serve mankind.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
Fear not the Psycho.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
I await your instructions.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's
I
finest.
await your instructions. Initializing build protocol. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated. I exist to serve.
At last, back to war.
Space Marines, advance!
Apothecary here. Apothecary here. What are your needs? The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. Taking hits!
For DoW!
Hope is the first step
What are
on the
your
road
needs?
to disappointment. There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. The enemy is attacking!
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
None can stand before us.
unquestioned. My aim shall not falter.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Taking damage.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
I accept the challenge.
My knowledge is at your disposal. Venerate the immortal Emperor.
I have
Heavy
awoken.
fire.
I stand ready.
Concentrate fire.
Space Marines, advance! Your wise counsel belies your years.
I stand ready.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioned. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw back,
Crisis
there
Team
can be
Beta
no
attack.
Is at your
Cut
disposal.
them down.
I speak his word. I stand ready. Venerate
Target
the
spotted!
immortal Emperor.
Eliminate that Xeno, brothers!
Your murderous ways
Faith is
condemn you to
purest when it is
barbarity.
unquestioned.
Space
Is
Marines.
the first step on
Fire
the road to
warriors,
disappointment.
beat these humans
I
back.
accept the
There is
Protect
no such thing
Onel.
as innocence.
At all
Only
costs.
degrees of guilt.
All crisis
Today the
teams,
enemy shall
engage
know.
the
There is
enemy.
no such thing as innocence.
Where have you
Only
been?
degrees of
Counting
guilt.
on us.
Yes.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Awaiting orders. Fear denies faith.
Faith is eternal.
On alert,
Marine
the
squad
enemy
deployed.
must be
Will
nearby.
made
I serve
manifest.
mankind. I accept the challenge. The Emperor protects. For Terra,
Taking
I shall not
hits.
fail.
The cadre is
For
counting
Terra,
on us.
I serve mankind. Your wise
Marine
counsel
squad
belies
deployed.
your years. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw
There
breath,
is no
there can
such
be
thing
no
as
peace.
innocence. Only degrees of guilt. Feel my wrath. Feel my wrath. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and
Faith is
unguarded.
purest when it is unquestioned.
Marine
Hope
squad
is the
deployed.
first step on the road to disappointment. I serve. My knowledge is at your
By
disposal.
the Emperor it
My
shall be
knowledge is at
so.
your disposal. Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
I have awoken.
Your wise counsel
My knowledge
belies
is at
your
your
years.
disposal.
Walk softly and carry a big gun. Your wise counsel belies your
We
years.
await your command. Cease and repent.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioned. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Taking hits.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Bless the mind too small for doubt. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
I have awoken.
My powers are yours to command.
The Emperor's finest.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
I serve mankind.
Yes.
Faith is purest
Walk
when it is
softly and carry a
unquestioned.
big
I am
gun.
the Emperor's will made manifest.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Hope is the first step on the road to
Praise the
disappointment.
Emperor. I serve mankind.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. I serve. At your command. I serve. There is no such thing as innocence,
Land Raider
only
deployed.
degrees of guilt.
Land Raider at your disposal.
Faith is our shield.
Land Raider armored transport here. We will destroy the enemy.
Fear not the sight.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. For the Emperor.
By the Emperor it shall
Praise
be
the
so.
Emperor. For the glory of the Emperor.
Yes, most beneficent one?
Your wise counsel belies your years.
Land Raider at your
Praise the
disposal.
Emperor. Praise the Emperor.
Land Raider at your disposal. Land Raider armored transport here. Predator deployed. Predator tank here. The machine spirit is prepared. His will be done. Land Raider at your disposal. Predator tank here.
My faith is my shield. My faith is my shield.
Predator at your command. We bring his will. Land Raider armored transport here. Predator at your command. Approaching target.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
I stand ready.
Land Raider armored transport here. Land Raider armored transport here. Predator at your command.
Fear not the Psycho.
My aim shall not falter.
Land Raider armored transport here.
Return fire! Return fire!
I have awoken.
Land
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Land Raider armored transport Predator at your command.
I have a weapon.
My knowledge is at your disposal. Venerate the immortal Emperor.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Land Raider armored Predator at your command.
Redeem them with sword and fire! I accept
An open land is like a fortress with its gates unguarded.
On unknown battles, the enemy must be
It is better to die for the Emperor
Land
than
Raiders
live
at
for
your
yourself.
disposal.
Under fire!
Predator tank here. We bring in Land Raiders at your disposal. Predator at your command. Moving out.
First step.
Withdraw and regroup!
I have a weapon.
Fear not the sight.
We await your command. Your will not have a prayer.
Land Raiders at your disposal. Land Raider armored transport here.
I am ready to serve. I have a weapon.
Land Raiders at your Predator at your command. Approaching target. Moving out. Moving out. An easy objective.
your wise counsel belies your years.
Predator at your command. The machine spirit is prepared. Enemy arrived.
I command to live.
The Emperor's finest. I have a weapon.
I am the Emperor's will made manifest.
There is no such thing as innocence.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioned.
Fear not the
By
sight.
the Emperor it shall be
Stand
so.
ready. With courage and honor.
I have a weapon.
Knowledge is power. Guide it well. With courage and honor.
Predator at your command.
Your will.
Taking heavy fire!
I have a weapon.
Faith is purest when it is
Fear not the
unquestioned.
sight.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
My aim shall not
Fear
falter!
not the sight. Venerate the immortal Emperor.
By the Emperor it shall
Praise
be
the
so.
Emperor. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Faith is purest when it is
I
unquestioned.
have a weapon. I am the instrument of his will.
Predator at your command. An easy Land Raider armored transport here.
No surrender! For the glory of the Imperial! Charge!
What would you have me do?
Onel is dead. We cannot win. Fall back, now! All forces, fall back. Evacuate the city. return, Arnell, to Tau for burial. There is nothing left for us here.
During the earlier Damocles Gulf Crusade, the Tau Empire had repelled the Nova Marines who landed on Cronus. In their assault on Asharis, the Blood Ravens more than avenged the Nova Marines' defeat. Much as the Third Company had during the Battle of Magna Bonum on Tartarus, the Blood Ravens' Fourth Company fought its way through the streets of Asharis, one block at a time, pushing back at the Tau Fire Warriors and Kroot Carnivores with steely determination. The Tau commander, Kais, did manage, however, to cheat the Blood Ravens of one prize, namely, the body of the ethereal Shihores, which would undoubtedly have ended up understudy in the Chapter Librarium and Apothecarion. As it was, Apothecary Gordian spent many days collecting the alien blood samples left behind when the Tau withdrew with the corpse of their slain ethereal.